So, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone who's going to be watching?
Hi, my name's Autumn, aka Ebby from The Next Step.
Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Uh, well, I don't want to boost my ego or whatever, but I'd say um fun, uh energetic and artistic, I
Yeah.
guess.
No, those are 3 amazing words. I definitely describe you as that as well. What is your favorite song right now?
Um, Favorite song. It's probably ITGIRL, the It Girl song.
What are your
It's a
favorite
bop.
singers or bands?
Favorite singer? Beyonce all the way. Bands? Um, Probably Stray Kids.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What's your favorite all-time dance move?
um, Favorite all-time dance move. Favorite to do or like favorite like
Can be
just
both.
watch?
Can be
Okay.
both.
Um, well, I'd say my favorite is probably the Death Drop because it's like,
Oh,
yeah, just I don't think I need to explain it.
no, you do not. But for all the people watching, Nia, Dance Mums, yeah. Okay. Do you like texting or calling?
Um, Both, but
Yeah.
I text a lot more than I call, so
Mm. Have you got any hobbies besides dance?
um well, acting is obviously one of them, but um art, like visual art, I tend to like draw and stuff when I have time.
Wow. Sorry, I got my questions here on paper. I'm just trying to read them.
No, you're
What's
good.
the what's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Just press snooze if I'm gonna be honest.
No, I agree. What's the last thing you do before you go to bed?
um Pet my cat. Like I have like this thing called like snuggle time, and and
Oh,
like we'll just like cuddle before we go to
oh
bed.
yeah.
It's kind of cheesy, but like
No, I do that with my dog. Did you play any sports growing up? Or
um
was dance just your like main thing?
I got into dance after like going through a bunch of different other like
Oh yeah.
extracurriculars. So
Mm.
I did like hockey and soccer, and then I did gymnastics, and then I did dance because my elder sister did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you any good at any of those other sports?
I was like goalie, but like
Oh yeah.
I stopped soccer because the snacks stopped. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, I
And then
love that.
gymnastics was like, oh, this is fun. But then I saw my sister and I was like, okay, this is what I actually want to do.
Yeah, but gymnastics is also like a foundation for dance
Yeah.
as well. So yeah. Okay. I have a question. Do you have any pets? But you've already said that you have a cat. So do you have any other pets?
I have 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Oh, that's so cute.
um, yeah.
What's your dream pet? Can be exotic or something like that.
Dream pet? Honestly, I find like even the most like weirdest animals that nobody would think is cute, like
Yeah.
cute. Like I probably probably like something like dangerous, like it would feel
Yes.
kind of like majestic to have like a
Yeah.
lion like walking beside you. That's
Yes.
so cool.
Where is your safe space?
Um, Probably just my room, I guess.
Have you ever been starstruck meeting anyone?
uh Definitely on the next step, like just like
Mm.
meeting all the like first season people, and like
Mm,
I was definitely like, oh my gosh. I
yeah.
mean, I'm new here. Hey,
What's
buddy.
something that people might not know about you?
Um, hmm. Something people might not know about me is I don't drink coffee. Yeah, I'm a tea person.
Oh yeah, no, tea definitely, yeah. You kind of already answered this already, but how did you get into dance?
I got into dance through, yeah, my elder sister. She was dancing, and then I like stopped hockey and all that and gymnastics, and I was like, you know what? I wanna dance just like my elder sister, and then I got really into it.
Yeah, that's so good. Do you remember your first memory of dance?
First memory. Dancing. Okay, the first time I've moved a lot, like from different provinces and all that. So I feel like the first time I remember dancing was when I was like probably 7 or 6. Don't quote me on that. Um, and it was like it was pre-rec, and it was like not serious or anything, but it was to Little Miss Poppins, Mary Poppins. And yeah, that's probably one of my earliest memories of dance.
If you weren't a dancer, what would you be?
If I wasn't a dancer, I'd probably be a gymnast. I'd probably
Fair
pursue
enough.
that, or even like synchronized swimming, maybe, because I find that like so cool. Because
Yeah.
they have to, like, the stamina that you have to have because you're
Mm,
dancing but like underwater. So
yeah. How do you handle criticism?
how do I handle criticism? Um, well, as long as it's not like harmful or like
Yeah.
intended to uh, undermine me. Especially professional, I tend to take it and I try to apply it as right away,
Yeah.
as soon as I get correction, so that I can get better and do better.
Yeah, yeah. So, were you on the show? Were you still in school when you were filming like season 8 and all that?
Yes, I was. It was tough, but we had like tutors and stuff, which really helped.
Okay. So that's how you like balanced like
Yeah,
being on the show and school?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. How did you find out about the auditions for the show?
I found out through I knew Amy Wright, who
Oh
when
yeah.
I was younger, I did a audition for not audition. It was like a dance convention, and
Oh yeah.
I won like fourth place, and like the prize for that was like one-on-one lessons with Amy Wright, and then Amy Wright was able to get me an agent, and then after I got an agent, I was able to get the audition. So I really do like source it back to Amy Wright.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Wow. So you've known Amy for quite some time now.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. All right, this kind of links into the next question. Did you know anyone from the show beforehand, before you
Only
auditioned?
Amy Wright. Oh, and Carter Musselman, aka Heathcliff.
Oh
We went
yeah.
to the same dance studio.
Oh really? Ah, that's so cool. Huh. What is your favorite thing about being on the show?
I'd say how supportive and the people here that like um that welcome new actors and dancers into this field. They they almost like baby us in a way. If or maybe that's just standard, but I feel like I'm like, oh, and I get free snacks. Like like I guess to me the treatment is like superb, but I guess probably
Yeah.
to them is like what you should. But
Mm,
I feel like I'm so thankful for like all the tips and how close the cast is together. And we have like lunches together, and I get to learn a lot from my not predecessors. What is the word I'm looking for? um Seniors, I guess.
Yeah. What's your most favorite dance you've done on the show? Was it the solo or
Definitely the solo,
yeah.
because I got to learn like Afrofusion from someone who's like really known for their Afrofusion and like studied that for like a long time. So I got to like learn from a professional, and I was so excited to do that because it's very rare that you get opportunities like this.
Yeah. How did that come along, like doing that specific style?
Um, I learned it. They probably flew her in, the choreographer, and we met, and she was able to give me like a few preliminary classes, and then we made up the solo. And all of the like feedback that she gave me was very valuable because I feel like I grew so much
Mm.
just from that one or two encounters. So yeah.
Wow. Did you want to shout the choreographer out if you want to?
Yes.
What's your most favorite scene or episode that you've filmed?
Um, I'm gonna say this is my favorite because it's also probably the most memorable because I think it was the first like legit scene that I had. And it was like kind of terrifying for me because it was like, this is the first scene that you'll have, and it's like a super emotional one. And I was like, okay. But it's the scene that like me and Kenzie, and I'm like, I want to do Afrofusion, and she's like,
Mm.
let's do contemporary, and I'm like, I thought I knew you better than this. That was probably like my
Why do we have to do what the book says? I thought dancing was about letting your personality shine and being yourself.
Yeah, no, that was I will say your storylines on the show. I feel like they've impacted a lot of people. Yeah,
Really.
even in the
Thank you, that means
yeah,
so much.
like what is the hardest thing about filming the show?
um I guess the hardest thing would just be, hardest thing, I wouldn't say like if there had to be something that's the hardest is,
Yeah.
I don't know, like maintaining school and
Mm,
um show balance, because you want to get
yeah.
your lines memorized, you want to like read through the
Mm,
story and practice your routines, but you also want to like make sure you're not failing school. But
yeah. What qualities do you and Abby share?
I'd say like almost everything. Ebby is
Mm,
like me and I'm Ebby. I feel like
mm,
there's probably like little to no like times that I feel like I'm not really Ebby as a character. Um, yeah.
so do they base like your character off of you? Is that like
Yeah, they meet us,
okay?
and then the writers, after like meeting us in person and like writing the first few scripts, they start basing stuff off of us. And that's what I really like about the show, is that we get to like ad lib a lot,
Oh
which
yeah.
I find really helpful because sometimes the terminology between like what I would say and what a writer would say is goes along with my character, but may not be like the most up to date
True.
like
Yeah.
uh, slang or whatever. And they express that to us, and we're like, and we
Yeah.
teach them, and it's really like a family type bond, I think. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I love that. How have the fans impacted your daily life?
um well, I so before I graduated from my dance company, there was a lot of littles that like watched the show and really looked up to me, and they like come running up to me like, Autumn, Autumn. And I feel like that is like something that I'll never like forget, and like I really appreciate, because having like fans around you is like,
Yeah.
it's just, it helps me know like that what I'm doing is like actually worth it.
Yeah. No, that's so cute. I love that. Uh, what was it like having such an important and inspirational um storyline on the show?
Um, I find that in a lot of media, I mean, as the years go by, it's gotten so much better that there's a lot of like POC representation
Mm,
in TV shows and media. But I feel like for dancers, especially who are Black and have hair that is different between all their other dance members, may have it
yeah.
hard to like. For example, for me, I experienced like discrimination with hair because they will all want you to look the same in a routine so
Mm,
that it's like balance and harmony, but sometimes that just isn't like something that can happen with 4C curls and stuff.
yeah.
And the way our culture is represented is very important, and if it's not represented correctly or if it's misappropriated, it's definitely an issue. So I feel like for those who are young and who don't even know like what is right and wrong or don't know how to speak up for themselves, it's important for them to see an example of a successful case, I guess.
Yeah. Did you watch TNS prior to auditioning?
I did because Carter Musselman, who was again part of our studio, um, when we heard that he was on, me and my mom was like, "Oh, we better go watch this." And so I'd like come in, and at the end of the day, after like a dance practice, and she'd be watching, I'd be like, and I'd come in and watch. So yeah,
Oh, we love supportive friends. We love it. And do you have a favorite season to watch?
well, obviously I'm kind of biased, but season 8 because I'm in it.
But but one that you're not in, do you have a favorite?
Probably season 1 because I just feel knowing kind of like the people and how amazing dancers they were. Just like
Yeah.
seeing how what's the word? Um how determined they were to like how determined they were to their craft.
Mm.
Sorry, that took a lot of time for me
No.
to register. Is so
No.
amazing for me because it inspires me to be determined to my craft, and just them making scenes and ad-libbing scenes and showing off like what they can do is just so inspiring.
What is your biggest dream as either a dancer or just a person in general?
My biggest dream is to probably travel the world a little bit because I feel like if I travel the world, I'll be able to know a lot more, and power is knowledge.
Yes. Power is knowledge. I agree. What advice would you give to aspiring dancers trying to make it in the industry?
I'd say to not let like little awards really determine whether they are a good or bad dancer, because at the end there's so many things that like come into like awards and different um, variables that happen between judges and dancers, and I just know that there are a lot of dancers that um, kind of like late bloomed, like who are amazing dancers and weren't technically trained. So I think that you just need to find your passion in what you do and go with it.
Yeah. No, that's very inspiring. Okay, this is the last question.
Okay.
Are there any behind the scenes stories that you can tell, like funny ones or something like that?
Um,
Like,
hmm. Okay, this one's embarrassing.
Mhm.
I was I was in my solo costume, and I walked out of the change room door, and then someone taps me on the back like, go back into the room. And I'm like, I'm scared. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? I go back in, and it turns out like the back of my costume ripped open.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
and then they
no!
had to sew it up while I was in it. And I was like, oh my God, thank goodness I didn't like walk all the way out where everyone else was. So yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
behind the scenes.
Did you want to plug your social media so people can follow you?
Oh, of course.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for doing
Thank
this
you.
with me. And yeah, I'm really grateful. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
It
All right,
was
you have it?
splendid.
Yeah. Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye.